Good day everyone, I am Joey Salazar and today I am going to discuss the product selection, specification, and methods of purchasing under the topic of procurement and food production. But before I start my presentation, here are some reminders. First is to keep your microphone on mute para ma-avoid natin yung distractions while having our discussions. Next is be responsible in the chat box. You can use it para mag-raise ng question habang nagdi-discuss. Third is to be fully present sa ating discussion. Huwag po sana tayo matulog o may ibang gawin habang tayo po ay nagkaklase. At ang panghuli naman, remove distractions. Huwag po muna tayo mag-open ng ating Facebook, mag-scroll ng TikTok, at kung ano pa man. So, the table of contents, our discussion will be divided into 4 sections. Section A will be about the module introduction, aims, and learning outcomes. Section B will tackle about product selection. Third section will be specification, and section D will be about the methods of purchasing. So, are you ready to listen? Simulan na natin ang ating discussion. Section A, Module Introduction, Aims and Learning Outcomes. This course will provide an overview on product selection, specification, and various purchase strategies. These three subtopics will elaborate on the definitions of the aforementioned subtopics as well as their role in the food production and procurement process. So, itong course na ito or discussion na to will explain the definition of the three subtopics mentioned earlier as well as yung importance, purposes, components, and more. Next module is aims. Aim is to provide information and ideas to students who desire to work in the food service business in the future. This could also serve as a roadmap for them to follow in order to do their assignment properly. So, ang aim ng module na ito is to give knowledge on students, especially sa mga FSM students, na talaga namang makakatulong sa kanila in the future once na part na sila ng food service industry. Now, ano ba yung ina-expect natin na maging outcome ng course na ito? First is syempre para maintindihan natin ano ba yung food selection, specification, and methods of purchasing sa procurement and food production. Second is to identify its importance. Third is to determine ano ba ang basis sa pagpili ng product. Ano-ano ba yung mga specification and syempre, ano yung iba't ibang methods of purchasing. Lastly, dapat syempre is mai-apply natin in real life lahat ng natutunan natin sa course na ito. So now, we will discuss what is product selection. So, product selection, well, ito yung maingat na pagpili sa mga produkto na ating gagamitin sa paggawa ng isang pang produkto. Product is the fundamental asset of a business, kaya naman napaka-critical ng process of choosing the best product that you will be using for your business. Ito rin kasi yung magde-define if magiging successful ba yung business mo o hindi. Paano? Syempre, if di maganda yung products mo, malamang di siya magiging successful. Pero if high quality naman, at the same time, budget friendly din siya, malamang magiging patok siya sa mga customers. So, why is product selection important? So, bakit nga ba mahalaga ang product selection? Ito ay dahil in a running food service, food selection is crucial. Providing food in a way that is pleasing to the customer is talaga namang mahirap. Product selection requires careful consideration, planning, and proper decision. So, the product selection depends on number 1, sa requirement ng menu. Siyempre, kung ano yung kailangan mo sa menu mo, yun yung mga kailangan mong bibilhin. Number 2, budget. We also need to consider the budget, pero always remember na the quality should not be compromised because of the budget or cost. So number 3, nutritional needs. Isa sa mga basis ng product selection is kung ano ba yung mga nutritional needs na kailangan mo sa iyong produkto. Number 4 is type of personnel. Number 5, the customer satisfaction. Number 6 is the storage capacity if may kakayahanan kang ma-store yung mga products na bibilihin mo at paniguradong hindi lang masasayang. And lastly, yung profit of the establishment. Now, ito yung mga basis ng product or food selection. Lagi nating tatandaan na yung mga nabanggit is yung mga points to consider when we are selecting the best products for our business. Now, let's move on to the specification. So, what is food specification? A food specification is a description of the food that will be purchased. Sabi dito, it is the description of the product or food. Sa mga food items, di naman talaga kadalasan nating tinatawag na specifications, pero ito yung kino-consider natin when we are selecting the product that we will be purchasing. In order to obtain food of the greatest quality, items must go through a quality control process in which samples are evaluated against requirements. So, ano naman ang purpose nitong specifications? Number 1, they assist in the determining the types of food that must be purchased. So, dinedetermine dito kung ano yung products na need mo for your food production. Number 2, they determine the scope or range of food items that will be purchased within a category. Number 3, they establish the necessary purchasing parameters. And lastly, they can also assist in avoiding difficult menu planning situations such as when a customer requests additional products that are not available for purchase. So, ano-ano ba yung mga components ng specification? First, syempre, is yung item name. Ito yung complete description ng products. For example, Magnolia Full Cream Milk. Ayan. So, pangalawa is yung description. Ito naman yung weight, portion size. Pwede rin ito yung mga nakasulat sa packaging na fresh, frozen, canned, etc. Third is quantity. Kung gaano karami o kabigat yung item na yun. Fourth is quality. It is the description of the product's minimum acceptable feature that will be used to prepare meals. Fifth is the price. Ito yung presyo ng product kada pack, unit, etc. other than those mentioned earlier. Kasama rin sa components of specification is yung mga heating instructions, storage, and etc. Yung pag-intindi natin sa mga food of or product specification enables us to buy the products more efficiently as well as food cost benchmarking. We always make sure that we buy product that is low on cost pero maganda pa rin yung quality. Moreover, understanding the importance specifications will help us minimize the cost of the products that we are purchasing. So now let us move on to methods of purchasing. Purchasing can be done in a variety of ways. The method of purchase will be determined by the item to be purchased, the frequency of the requirement, the quantity to be purchased, and the market situation, among other factors. None of the methods is ideal for all purchases. So, marami tayong iba't ibang methods of purchasing. And yung mga madidiscuss natin maya-maya is ito yung mga kadalasang ginagamit na method of sa food service industry. Pero laging nating tatandaan na walang perfect or ideal na method sa pagbili ng purchase ng lahat ng products. This is because nakadepende ito sa iba't ibang klase ng product na ating pinapurchase. The first method is open market method. This form of purchase is utilized for items that aren't purchased on a regular basis. Sa method na ito, merong isang member na business and magsasagawa ng pagka-canvas ng mga prices and quality of the products offered in the market. After niya magawa ito, then are weighing the cost and benefits of these products and the most advantageous is chosen. So, ang benefit ng purchase na ito is that the desired quality standard will be acquired to the lowest feasible price. Next, we have purchasing by contract. Contract purchases are required for food products that must be purchased frequently. Isa sa mga examples nito is fish, poultry, egg, dairy products, fruits, and marami pang iba. Siyempre, merong proposal both side and kung ano yung proposal na mas magbe-benefit on both sides, which is si seller and si buyer. Yun yung ilalagay sa contract and the transaction will go through. Next is the centralized purchasing. It is based on the idea that purchase is handled by a single person or department. Sa type ng purchase na ito, lahat ng head of the departments are grouped together under a single head and purchase all the necessary items on a large scale or bulk. So ano nga ba yung advantage nitong method na ito? First is you have a better control and coordination sa pag-purchase dahil lahat ng needs ng kada department is nire-report na lang sa isang head. Meaning, mas maayos yung process. Second, you have get better discounts. Siyempre, kung iisang bilihin na lang lahat ng needs mo, mas marami kang mabibili, and if you buy in large number or in a bulk, mas malaki talaga ang makukuha mong discounts. Third, only few people were involved in the purchasing process kasi nga all the needs of the department are reported in a single head na naka-assign for purchasing. Lastly, mas malaki kikitain dahil sa discounts na nakuha natin. Next method is standing order purchase. The supplier provides items at a certain interval of time in this approach. So, yung purchase could be for a fixed quantity each time or for refilling a stock on a regular basis. This approach, which is generally utilized for certain things exclusively, is commonly used to purchase milk and dairy products. The last method will be periodical purchasing or fortnightly quotation, list or purchasing bi-weekly. This method is used to order groceries when a weekly or bi-weekly delivery is sufficient. So, yung buyer dito, ine-evaluate niya yung stocks na meron siya and kino-compare niya to sa desired number of stocks niya, which is nakadepende din sa kung gaano kalaki ang kaya niyang i-store sa lugar or storage niya. The procurement officer would send a copy of the list to each supplier, instructing them to offer rates upon receipt of the list. This will then be recorded into a master quotation list, and the choice will be made as to where each item's order should be placed. This will be determined by the requirements for the coming week or fortnight, as well as the amount of the storage space available. So, ayun yung mga 5 methods of purchasing natin for procurement and food production. It is critical to choose the proper products of use in the food service business throughout procurement processes and food production, since the quality of your output using those products you have chosen in the market will define your success in the industry. Madedetermine mo kung ano yung greatest item to buy sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay attention sa mga specifications ng produkto na kinoconsider mo while looking at the expenses of the product. However, lagi mong tatandaan na that the product's quality should never be sacrificed for the sake of saving money. And in order to fulfill this work, you must select the most effective and efficient method of purchasing, which is just as vital as the goods you will buy. So that's all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a lot. Good morning again.